All right, what's up, beautiful people? In this video, I'm going to show you how to properly identify the constraint of your business so that you can scale. So what you're about to watch wasn't something that was supposed to be a YouTube video. It's just a call that I did with a client. But she is a running coach. I think that when we first started working together, forget exactly how much she was doing a month, 5K a month, and now she's doing 15 or 20K a month, and she wants to know how to scale. And so we were building out a roadmap. How do we keep you in momentum? Where do we go from here? And so this whole call is to just show you how I think through this with clients, right? With the system that we have, how do we think through what's the real problem? Because you can do a really good job of solving the wrong problem in your business and you won't scale, right? And so we are identifying what's the constraint, how do we solve that problem. We talk about DM setting stuff, we talk about team, we talk about just getting more leverage with team, having conversations with team members. We talk about testing different ads, we talk about proper warm-up before the sales call. We talk about a lot of stuff. So anyways, without further ado, enjoy the video. Long time no see.
Hi, how are you?
How the heck are you?
Good. I actually just got back from a run, and I like jumped in the shower. I was like, oh my gosh, this meeting, because I like had the notification and I was just getting to the track to go run, and I'm like, but I mean, it was perfect time. Like I had plenty of time to get my workout in and stuff. I was like, hurry!
Love it.
But my face is still kind of red, is because it was so hot out there.
Doesn't look red at all, to be honest. You look fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Okay. I was like, man, my face probably all red. So I'm drinking my protein powder, my protein drink, my post-workout thing.
I'm still trying to lunch.
I
Running.
know, like you gotta just kind of as you go.
Yeah.
This
That's
is
what
my
happens when you run the group calls too late. You're like, oh shit, I don't have time to eat lunch now. But it's all good. How was the YouTube call for you, by the way, real quick? Helpful?
super exciting. Like I was taking notes, like just yeah, no, because I know this is an area that like that's the biggest downfall that I have. I feel like is like that nurturing. And sending something. Like I have nothing to like send them other than like maybe recent like posts or some testimonials that I've done in my feed, but like no really long form content. Like I have like a couple, so I've saved those and we'll send those, but like I'm really excited about it, honestly. And I think the challenge is kind of what I need to like put a little fire under my butt.
100%. I'm glad you stayed, by the way.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I am too. I was just like, I came out of that and I was just like jumping around because I was just like excited. Like my
I'm,
John's
ex-
like, I'm pumped for you.
I'm excited too.
He's like, aren't you glad you stayed? I'm like,
That's so funny.
I am. I
Uh,
said
I'm
that was like,
willing, I'm willing to bet you'll get a lot more than like 2K of value out of the YouTube thing when you
oh
input.
yeah. I mean, thinking of that, that's gonna be a whole new thing. And it's something that I'm not doing at all. Like that I know and I have said too, like when I came out, I'm like, the only thing I feel like is like I don't have I mean, I'm like the nurturing part, like I need more long form content. Like YouTube is scary to me. Like
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, go look at some of my videos though, and you'll see like one of them it was while I was in Panama, like my hair looks like crap. I'm like just chilling on the sofa and I just have my computer in front of me like recording a Loom video. Like it's just like this is how you don't get the I don't have time objection. Like it's just simple, like it doesn't have to be crazy. But anyways, I guess to start with this call, I just want to make sure we're covering everything that you want to cover. So I'm
okay.
just pulling this up. Had this up earlier, but I just want to make sure. Um, One thing you want to go to the coaching call, chat about DMs, possibly ads, basically what we started to dive into at the end of the feedback review of program. Anything else, how to keep some momentum going with growth and how to make the most of the next 4 months. So yeah, DMs, ads, momentum. That's
Yeah.
basically what I'm hearing. Is there anything else you feel?
No, just in regards to the DMs, just like maybe I need another setter or something. That was like the big questions, like do we need another setter or what can we do to maybe maximize what I'm doing or what we're doing? in there. I don't really know as far as like getting another setter or um, yeah, that's kind of a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I have room on the calendar. Like I have opened up my calendar because that like in December and January, like I was slammed with calls and I was almost like, do I need like a closer or something? Because I'm so overwhelmed with how many calls. But then it's kind of like evened out. And now I'm like, I think I'm doing like 1 to 2 a day. And I'm like, that's not too bad. Like
Yeah, still good call volume. Yeah.
still, yeah, it's like 1 to 2 a day. This week and last week hasn't been. I don't even really know, but like this week, I feel like I don't have very many, but they kind of come as because it's like, oh, your slots are only opened up for so long. But by the end of the week, I'm like, okay, it was average like 1 to 2 days. So, um, yeah, like I think we're booking like a call and a half a day. It's like the average. Um, according to our last meeting, because I'm meeting with the setter daily or weekly still. Um, and so yeah, it's pretty good. It's not bad. But I feel like I could do more, you know.
100%. So let me ask you this. Did you get the stuff from Mika on metrics tracking stuff? Just like across the funnel?
Mm-mm.
Were you on the last group call?
Yeah, I was, but I didn't get anything. Actually, I was going to ask because I know that was one thing you were like, let's see what your metrics are actually. So no, I haven't gotten that.
Okay, let me message. Actually, let me message Mika and just say, Ron, tag you on. Okay, open message. Okay, can you make sure everyone, I'll just say everyone in the program has metrics tracking doc. This specifically Erica right now. Because we can do this ballpark. But this is how I prioritize. What were you gonna say?
No, I was going to say, I mean, I have metrics. I just don't know which metrics. Like, I'm tracking metrics. It's not like I'm not tracking anything. I have sheets and different things. Um, so
By the way, uh, because I left for the gym late because of that call, I didn't eat food. So do you care if I eat food on this call?
eat food. I'm going to be drinking this is, I mean, I'm
Okay.
drinking a little bit, but like, please
Great.
do
Great.
eat, chat.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I would say this. This is literally what we do every single week. Like, and let me pull this across. Like this is what we pull up every week. Uh, so we'll have the metrics, right? Which we'll report on. And I'm like deciding every week, I'm like, what's the bottleneck? You know what I mean? Like right now, we're not even honestly focused on all this stuff here. Like we're not even crazy focused on this. We're just like, okay, cool, that we'll just maintain. We're totally focused here, right? And that's just the season that we're in. But like for you, what's the constraint of your business? Like I'm guessing that you want to book more calls, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to book more calls, then that's definitely meaning it's above this line. It's sales isn't the constraint. What's your close rate?
Well, actually, this last month was not very good. So 30%, maybe no, 40%. Hold on, I can tell. This month we're at like 30%. So it's not so good right now. Um, so I don't know what's going on there. Um, yeah, so that's kind of an issue. It was like really good in January. February was okay, and then this month I'm kind of like, what's going on? And I was
Jan, Feb, and this month, what was it?
Jan. Let me go back. I
This
have
month
my.
was 30. What was it in January, February?
It was like 60%.
In both months?
Yeah, no, and then like I think it was like 40% in February.
40%.
And then
60%.
this month it's kind of been, yeah, it's like 30.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What are you
30.
doing differently? What are you doing that you shouldn't be doing? Or what are you not doing that you should be doing? If you were to guess.
don't feel like I'm doing anything different on the calls. What I know that I did change was the ad.
Okay.
That is like when we changed the ad. And see, this is why I didn't want to change too many things, and I didn't realize I was doing it at this point. So I since went back to the old ad.
Was that the
I
bottom one?
Yes, I tried a different one with a different audience. It was a different audience and a different ad. And at the same time, my setter was like, "Oh, let's try not sending the video and just see if we can just like book the call without like the VSL." That was not in my original script in January, December, and before. Like we've always been sending the video, but he was kind of just like, "Let's just see." So there was like two things that changed. It was that the video, and
So
then
the ad?
use the ad.
So what I'm hearing from the ad, even if you made 2 changes on ads, because if right now we're not talking about how many calls you're booking, we're just talking about how much you're closing. If you change the ad, the thing that would affect your close rate would be if the lead quality wasn't as good, which could have been from a different audience, could have been from a different piece of content, but it would be lead quality thing. And then the other thing is you weren't sending the video. So does that mean they weren't getting the video before they got on the phone with you?
Yeah, they weren't.
So they're not warmed up as much.
They're not as warmed up, and yeah, and so we've since we saw how low like things were going not so well, so we were like, go back to sending the video, because it really does it like it's just I feel like it's just really good, and so since we've changed that, we're seeing a different trend, but I've also lessened my ad spend on that, so now I'm running both ads. It's just the Boston ad, which was already doing good, is back on with its normal, and I just decreased the spend on the other one because it was so cheap. Like like I was getting so many messages, like I think it was like $2 per message or something crazy to something like per message for this ad. So I was like, it's pretty, but it's like they're lower quality, they're more new runners, they're just wanting to like more free stuff, they're just like, oh, we're just looking for like the cheapest solution, like free, like I'm a new runner, like there were a
So
lot of those.
so here's what I would say on the ad. And this was was this a DM ad or this was a follow ad?
No, this is a DM. These are all DMs. I do have one follow ad and I have a retargeting ad as well. Um, those are doing okay. I haven't really seen any like with the follower ads. I'm not really tracking that so well, as far as like quality and like it's so hard because I feel like I'm running so many ads. I don't know if that ad is if the follower is coming from this ad or this ad or so it makes me it's a little complicated doing that. I'm not so because I can't pinpoint like is it the ad like and so I do have that ad running, and then the retargeting ad. Um, I mean, I like those the retargeting ad where it's like DM me because I know exactly where that ad is coming from. So I feel like it's easier for me to personally track
Yeah,
like how it's doing.
100%. Yeah.
So yeah, like if I have a couple running, I know like which one they came from based on the words that they're sending me. Um,
Yeah.
so so yeah, and so that's kind of so I have 3 ads running. The follower ad, I started it and then I stopped it, and I'm getting followers constantly, so I just don't know like is it the ad, is it this, and I wasn't putting a lot into it, like it's a lot of money. Um, so anyway,
So I'd say 2 things on the ads. Obviously, put the video probably back in for warm up because I think you already did that and you said you see a change, right?
yeah, I've already noticed like now that when they're on call, they're like actually like
Yeah.
because it calls out the exact person I need. Like you're a person who's like literally tired of whatever, right? You're
Yeah.
not a new runner. You've tried it all. You've done this, and they're like, "That's me," and then they'll book. So I definitely like that because it is higher quality.
Yeah.
So I've already changed that.
Okay.
So it's trending up. Like I'm closing better. Like this month is trending up.
Okay. That's good. In terms of the ad, 2 things. It is tougher to track if you like, for example, you might have a bunch of different follower ads running at the same time. Like in order to like the ultimate thing that you're optimizing for with ads is return on ad spend. It's ROAS, right? If you get a bunch of people but they're trash and they don't pay you, like, it doesn't matter. So the only way to get around that would be at the end of a sales call, or when you onboard someone in the onboarding process, being like, hey, by the way, how did you find me?
That's true.
And show them the different pieces of content options.
Was it this one? Was it this one?
Yeah, and then you'll literally see which ads are working, because you'll know how much you spent on it, and you'll know how much you made from every ad, even if it's confusing, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The
I mean,
code word
I definitely haven't done that because I'm just like doing it on the before even the booking. I mean, when we're on the call, I'm already looking at like, where did this person come from? So it is interesting. Yeah, because I do that at the beginning, like in my sales call. I'm like, where did they come from before a sales call? I'm like, okay, and I'm writing it down in my sheets or whatever, my ad tracker.
Yeah. Just build it into your process somewhere of like, whether it's in the DM conversation or it's on the sales call or it's on the onboarding call. Yeah, okay, you found me from an ad. What ad specifically? Like, what was it? Which one? You know?
Yeah.
And then you'll know. But the other thing I would just say, apart from the tracking, is like, in terms of the ads, I mean, you've already figured stuff out. Like, who's a better client for us? Somebody who's thinking about maybe starting a coaching business, maybe, or someone who's already making 5K per month and they're trying to get to 20. Like, probably someone who's making 5K wants to get to 20. They're already serious, they have proof of concept, like, they're not thinking about it. It's the same thing with runners, right? So what you accidentally, or not even accidentally did, but what you did when you had the other ad, that's like, I think the Boston one, I'm making an assumption, probably a bit of a unicorn ad. Like, it works pretty well, right?
It does work well, and it's targeting the target audience. It's like runners going to Boston, and the audience is targeting Boston Marathon. Like,
And not for me, it's super short, but the person that you target in that ad, you're not a beginner if you're going to do the Boston Marathon.
exactly.
So any other ads you make, just make them targeted, that there's some sort of thing that they're not going to be beginners.
Exactly, because it's the beginners that are like they're not. I mean, they're not willing to spend. Like they might, but like maybe like a very low ticket type of situation, but not as much as someone trying to go to the Boston Marathon. And the people that are going to Boston Marathon, they're like already the registration is expensive, getting the traveling there is expensive.
Yeah, it's kind of baking in, like, they're a certain experience level and they might have a certain degree of finance. This is basically what it's baking in there.
Exactly.
Like, that's like a really ninja way to script an ad, is like, you don't even have to really do a financial qualifier. It's just already in there, right?
Already, yeah, that's those. I mean, it's like those when they say the fitness people, they're like going after like Lululemon or like those what are the Aura Ring even like so.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see. Ads, content, or DMs? What's the bottleneck? Like, how many DMs are you guys sending a day?
We're sending like new chats, like new chat starts.
Total.
Total chats. So we're sending, let's see. Total, I have this because he does the sending his reports and whatnot. Total touch points. Total chats. Yeah, so it varies, like between like 65 and 80 around there. Total chats.
65 and 80. Ideally, 100 touch points a day, right? So if you're sending between 65 and 80, let's say it's 70.
Yeah.
What is 100 divided by 70? You'd be sending 40%. Is that right? Saying 70.
70
Yeah. So if you're already making 20K per month, and you send 100 touch points a day versus 70, right? Okay, well, you're making 29K a month now if you just start more chats. So can the person that's doing it start more chats? Like, what's preventing them from starting more chats?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
Is it that they don't have the time? That they don't have enough leads? Like, what is it?
I want to say probably it's more of a time thing
Okay.
because I feel like we have plenty of leads. Like we haven't even touched all my followers. Like I have 20 plus K followers.
Hmm.
Um, so we haven't started conversations with every single person. So I know that much. And we're getting new people every day. Like,
Hmm.
so I know it's not that. Like daily, just from my inbound ads, I'm getting like 8 messages, just new inbound. Like,
Yeah.
so about 8.
So have you had like you're tracking these numbers obviously. So
Yeah.
have you said like, hey, the
Yeah.
KPI
Like
is
what's
this?
holding you back? What's keeping you from doing more? That's, I mean, I feel like I brought it up and maybe not like there wasn't a clear answer.
Hmm. Well, I
Uh,
mean, it's like, hey, we need this. Right now you're doing this.
mhm.
So what do you need to do this? Like how come you weren't able to do this right now?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You
Uh,
just have to point out the discrepancy, right?
yeah,
It's like
hmm
this is what the business needs as a KPI.
is what we
Right
need.
now we're hitting this. How can
Okay.
we do this?
We want 100 touch points. Right now, we're only averaging 70. So,
Yeah, what do you need to do that?
what do we need to get 30 more chat stars every single time or just touch points?
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I mean,
Um,
I don't know. Because, like, the goal, because this guy was like, okay, the goal is 48 booked calls. Like, that's just,
in a
like,
month?
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
This person, are they working another thing? Are they full time with you? What's the sit?
no, they're like a student. Um, and I believe he does have another person that he works for.
Okay.
So it's not full time for me.
So he's like not even part time maybe. He's like a third time.
Probably about a third time. And so I did ask him too, because I did on this last call that we had, I was like what's like, do you have the time to meet some of these KPIs, the ones we're talking about? And he was like, oh yeah, I can do it. And okay, so let's make it happen. So this was just like, yeah, this last conversation because I after talking to you, I was like, well, maybe we need another sentence. So I was like, do we need more help? Like, these are the numbers I'm trying to hit. Like, do you feel like you can hit these numbers? And he's like, yeah, I can hit those numbers. So I
How
don't
long
know.
ago was that?
What's that?
How long ago was that?
This was just Monday.
Okay, okay, okay. So he hasn't even tried it yet. He was like, yeah, I can hit that. But then next week you come back and you're like, well, did you
Yes,
hit it?
exactly. But I mean, I've told him already from the very, like, we've been trying to hit these KPIs. Like,
Yeah.
I laid
But
it out already, like 100, like, hit 100.
mhm,
And new chat starts, like, our goal is like 35. New chat starts initiated, like either outbound or
mhm,
whatever, followers, whatever.
mhm.
And then that's not, I mean, that is including the inbound. So
Yeah,
inbound, outbound, and then the touch points is like the follow-ups, right? So,
yeah.
uh, yeah,
I think like next week, I mean, because it's one thing to say like it's kind of the same thing with clients as it is with teams. It's like everything is the same. It's just in a different way that you're doing it. But it's like just like how we say like people need to be reminded, right?
yeah, of course.
So it's one thing to be like, yeah, this is the thing, and they hear it once or twice and then whatever. But like you have to hold them accountable. Like you have to hold their feet to the fire. Like just like a nutrition coach, you'd be like, yeah, so your goal calories are this, your protein's this, your steps are this. And then you get numbers back from them and you're like, okay, like we didn't hit this. So like how come we're not hitting this? It's literally the same thing. So it's like, okay, this is the thing. How come we weren't able to hit 100 touch points this week? Like, was it time? Did you not have enough leads? Like,
Mhm.
what
I
is it?
definitely know it's not leads. Like we
Yeah,
have so many leads. I mean, it's just like, even if it's just like the new followers, just welcoming them or going to the old followers,
yeah,
we haven't gone through all of them. And so, yeah,
yeah, yeah.
I think it's just the
So,
time.
right. So then it's like, oh, well, it's time. And it's like, okay, well, where's your time going? Well, it's going here, and it's going here, and it's going here. It's like, okay. So it's going to school, it's going to this other thing. I mean, I'm making an assumption that you're not going to drop out of school. Is that fair to say? They're like, haha, yeah, like I'm not going to drop out of school. You're like, okay. So, like, and maybe, I don't know, maybe some other things like personal life or this thing or that thing, and maybe that can go, right? I have no idea, like, not like you're gonna make them cut out their personal life, but maybe there's stuff in there that could be like, why is it you can't have the time for this?
Yeah.
But maybe it's like, well, I'm working this other gig too, and it's like, okay, I mean, can you not do that and go all in with me? Like, I would have that conversation, like, I mean, like, is that possible? And see what they say, right? Maybe they're like, well, yeah, I've been thinking about it. Uh, I could. Maybe they're like, who knows where that's going to go. But maybe it's like, uh, well, I could, but I'm scared to have only one person because, like, what if something happens and then I don't have, like maybe they say that. Or maybe they're like, well, honestly, not really because I work less time with these guys and I make more money, right? Then you're like, okay, like maybe they're selling a $10,000 offer, right? So that whatever, right? Um, maybe it's a conversation where, um, there's got to be some sort of like shift in how, like, what do you pay them right now? Is it 10%?
It's 10%, and I give them a $300 commission or like
Like
standard
base?
base pay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I mean, I would figure out what it is because I was gonna say like if you were paying somebody, let's say you're paying someone 5% or whatever you're paying them, uh, maybe you're like, okay, like what if I gave you a different base or what if I gave you a different commission structure or whatever, but like you got to figure out like what the reason is, you know?
Mhm.
I mean, this person, obviously they're booking you 1 or 2 calls a day,
Yeah.
which definitely isn't bad, so I'd be pretty hesitant to be like,
Yeah.
all right, I got to find someone else.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you kind of got to just open up that conversation because I don't know which way it's going to go,
Yeah.
but it needs to be like, how come we can't do 100?
Yeah.
You
And
know?
so, in fact, I just looked in this last week. I haven't seen that those daily reports should be get sent every day, and he hasn't given them to me on our calls. Like, oh, I haven't seen them since the 12th.
Yeah.
So he's like, oh, I just forgot, and he's tracking all of his own metrics on his sheets and stuff. So all he has to do is come and plug it in. So he knows it's not hard for him to do the report. He just like said he forgot. And then so I reminded him yesterday, and he still hasn't get. I was looking at it. I was like, he still hasn't done it since yesterday.
Yeah,
Um,
but that's like Layla Ramosi says this, and she's like, I don't even think people should call it CEO. Really, you're the CAO. You're the Chief Accountability Officer. Like that's your fucking job, right? So it's
yeah,
like, hey, I noticed we still don't have the reports. It's been
yeah,
4 days and we still don't have the reports. Where are the reports at?
yeah.
Right?
I just noticed. I was like, these things are from the 12th.
Yeah. How much content do you post a week?
I try to post at least one a day, for 5 days. So
So 5 a week?
yeah, it's about 5.
Okay. How much are you on your stories?
Not as much as I should be. I've fallen off that a little bit. I'm not like selling on the stories as, yeah, no, not as
Uh,
much as I should be.
Anything preventing you from selling on your stories?
No. So I'll like repost, all because like I have the runners are showing what they're running, what they're doing and things like that. And so they'll like tag me like in their running. But I don't really like, I don't know about, I don't know, like I don't have like a good place where it's like they're sharing their wins, like that's kind
Hmm.
of like I had like unless they just talk about their workout for that day. And I do every now and then they'll like, oh my gosh, like I wouldn't have never been able to do this workout, like or I'm feeling so much better since we started, like, and I'll like screenshot that and I'll post it, and I'll try to remember like DM me for help, or comment this word. Um, but like I haven't done that in a while.
So could
But
you?
my setter was doing a lot of this. He was the one posting like that kind of stuff. And he hasn't lately. But he was doing that pretty
Okay, why
regularly.
not?
I don't know. Actually, now that I think about it, I'm like,
Does
he
he
hasn't.
know that that's a thing that like is like
Yeah.
expected of him to do?
Well, he's the one who like, just started doing that. He's like, hey, I think we need to like do more stories, and so I'm gonna send me these pictures, and I'm just gonna like create them. And he started posting on my stories,
Mm.
um, and was doing really good. And I think that's part of also like this was in January also when we were doing really great. So I
Yeah,
think it just a lot of little things have been falling through the cracks.
totally. And this is like this stuff down here. This is 100% what it means to have a team. Like you need to hold people accountable. to like these little things. But that's what I was gonna say is like you're pretty consistent with your feed content. I don't really think it's a feed problem, right? But posting more proof in the stories would be good. But also like you don't have to be the one doing that. I'm not the one doing that most of the time. It's Mika, right? So like you already had that situation set up, but that's the same thing. So it's the content thing. Like your feed content's pretty good, but your story content and the touch points thing are one conversation with the same person.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'm definitely gonna bring those up on our
Yeah.
next call.
Yeah.
If not sooner, I can send him messages and stuff. So
Yeah,
like,
send him a message right now. Is he on Slack with you or like how do you guys
we have
communicate?
WhatsApp.
Okay. Yeah. Send him a WhatsApp like right now, like on this call. Hey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
I
know
was actually gonna do that. I was looking at my thing. I was like, what?
because who knows, right? Like when you're, for example, like when you're managing a sales team, right? Um, you got to be on the closers. Like, hey, how come you were, uh, you were always filling out your end of day reports and now you're not? Why don't we have the data for the tracker, right? Like,
Exactly.
because like people will just get comfortable, they'll get
Comfortable.
complacent, and they'll just stop doing the things. And if they stop doing the things and you don't say anything, they're like, oh, I can get away with more and more and more. And then like your sales team is closing at 10%, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
That's right. That's totally true.
yeah. Okay. In terms of ads, let me ask you this. Um, how many people do you have coming in from, how many new followers are you getting daily?
How do I check that? Do I just go to my Instagram?
Yeah, you go to your Instagram, right beneath your bio, there's like professional dashboard, and then you click followers, and then it will tell you how many you've gotten in the last, you set the date range,
Yeah.
how many you got in the last 30 days.
Let me see how many I got in the last 30 days.
Yeah.
Professional dashboard. I don't see that. I think I can check better on my phone. I don't know how to look at it. I'm like, I don't know how to look at it on my computer, but let me just check on my phone. I know how to look at it from, hold on, let's check. So professional dashboard, the last 30 days, let's reach, follows. The last 30 days, overall 264.
In the last 30 days?
Yeah.
264 followers?
Overall, yeah.
What's follows?
Follows 545.
Okay, so 545 divided by 30 days. So you're getting about 18 followers a day. Do some people message you though that don't follow you?
Yeah.
Hmm.
And I have booked calls. And I booked a call. I had a booked call yesterday and he closed. He's not even a follower. And
Mm.
I'm like, hey, follow me.
Yeah. How many messages do you get?
How many messages daily?
A daily, yeah, yeah. A month or daily, we can figure it out.
From my ads?
Yeah.
I can tell you. I usually get, so my one ad will bring me in the last, well, today, three. One, that was one, and then the other one, Boston. I don't know why it's not letting me open it up. Just from today, that one only gave me two. That one's not very good today.
Yeah, like it'd be good if you had, can you see how many messages you're getting for the whole month and we can just take an average?
Yeah, let's do that. 1 month. So this one gave me 1 month 50, and then the other one. So one gave me 50, and the other messages. This one gave me 1 month. I don't see why. Okay, here. 1 month. That one gave me 50 also. 49.
49. Okay, what's your cost per message? What's your CPM?
Yeah. And the last month,
Yeah.
for Boston, it's $5, 505.
Okay.
And then the marathon ad that I just told you about, that one is, where is it? 293.
293
Yes.
CPM. What is that 293 one about though?
That's the marathon one that's not super high quality.
Got it. Okay.
Going out to the, like, I put like a magazine, like a Runner's World magazine, and it was just like a magazine. And the other one's going out to Boston Marathon. So one's $5, 505, and this one's 293. And then I have like the retargeting ad. That one's not, I mean, let's see. That one, it's 365.
365. So, okay, if we look at this, even if we say 50 messages in a month, right? 50 plus 49. Okay. So that's 99 total, obviously. Duh. Divided by 30. So 3.3 a day. So you're getting like between DMs and followers, you're getting like 21 a day, 18 plus 3, right? In an ideal, and that's like top of funnel stuff. Like people that don't know you and they see an ad and they follow, or they don't know you and they DM you. So you're getting like 21 a day. I would say like you want to, like in an ideal world, I would say that you're looking to have, I'd say 20 to 50 people coming in a day, like top of funnel, because then you're splitting your chat starts. Like it might be like on the low end 20, on the high end 50, because you want to do follow-ups too, right? So those 100 touch points are coming from new followers and follow-ups. Maybe like what I see as ideal is like 40 new, 60 follow-up type of thing. How much you spend on ads a month?
$30. So I have $20 is Boston, and $10 is the marathon ad.
A day though?
What's that?
Like a month or a day? A day. 20 or 30 a day?
30.
30 a day.
30, well, 30, and then the retargeting is $5. So $35 a day I'm spending on ads.
Okay, so you're spending $1,000 on ads.
Yeah.
But 20K in a month, right?
Yeah.
So your return on ad spend maybe isn't 20 to 1, but it's definitely profitable.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, so I'm making some profit, like for sure.
For sure. I mean, like you spent $1,000 on ads, right? And you made like 15 or 20K, like shit.
Yeah.
So I would just say if like if this person doesn't have enough chats to start with people, to me it's like, well, you either don't have enough leads coming in top of funnel, or you're not posting content and reasons for people to engage with you, right? Like if you look at my, like for example, which you do post like good amounts of content, right? But there's 65 people who just saw like a shit ton of proof from us, right? Or this one, 170 people liked this, right?
Yeah.
20 people left comments. So it's like that's 200 people that are recently saw something that was valuable that we could be like, hey, thanks for loving the content. You can try out that content diamond. Oh, cool.
Yeah, so we're not doing that.
Right. So start doing it, right?
Yeah, it's like there's comments. In fact, I have like now recently, if you go to my profile, I've been doing send me keywords, right? These and I'll send you something, right? And those are like I have like an automated thing where it's like here I'll send you this whatever, and then we'll ask like, hey, how's your training going? And then after they respond, he'll go in there and start engaging with them.
Yeah. And remember what we said about today, like on the YouTube call? It's like just solve problems for people.
Mm-hmm.
Now we could be doing a little bit better job on this. But like for example, where is it? This 12-minute manifesting routine thing, right? And so a bunch of people DM'd us for it, and some people commented.
Yeah.
Well, guess what we sent them? We sent them a YouTube video, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the things that go into like you guys having enough DM chats to start. It's like, well, how many people are coming in top of funnel? You're probably looking for 20 to 50 a day. So you're only spending $30 a day.
Yeah.
Right? You could probably just double your ad spend. Like
that's what I've been thinking about.
Like
John told me. John's like, just double your ad spend. I just get a little nervous for some reason, just like, uh,
What is that, you making decisions based on data, or is that you making decisions based on emotion?
emotion, because I'm
Totally.
like, well, what if, like, do we need that? We might need that money for something else. Like, but that's like silly because it's like you're getting your return on ads. Like that should be like you say, like an ATM. Like you're not just throwing it away. Like it's gonna come back to you in some way, like
Yeah.
even more. And it's just like the mind thing. So
So think about it this way, and I think we already have the roadmap to keep you in momentum. We have it after this call. We've already got it built. But like, think about it this way. Um, let's just say, like, let me put this into perspective. You're spending $1,000. Let's even say you're only making 15K a month and not 20. We'll make it more conservative, right? Okay, you're spending $1,000 a month on ads. That's 12,000 in a year, right? Does that
mhm,
make sense?
mhm.
I like math, so tell me if you're following me.
Yeah.
Um, well, you make 15,000 a month, right? So what's 15,000? 1, 2, 3 times 12 months. Okay, so it's 180K, right? But you spent $1,000 a month to make that, right? Uh,
Okay.
so minus the 12,000, right? Okay, so 168K, right? So you profited 168K from spending that money. If you would have put $12,000
Instead of 10.
into the stock market,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
cool. You're gonna have an extra $1,200 at the end of the year. Would you rather 168,000 or $1,200?
168.
Right?
Yep.
So it's like, where else could you put that money that would be more profitable? I don't see many places right now.
So I guess my question would be, should it be just in the same ads or do I put new ads? Um, because I also feel like, is there like the creative fatigue? Because I got a notification on my Meta thing where it's like creative fatigue. The same people are seeing your ads.
Mhm.
So I was like, should I change it? Is it telling me like I should change it? Like, so and like when and why and what
Yeah,
do I change it to? And
yeah. I mean, you like, yeah, you should be testing new ads for sure, because eventually they will fatigue, probably, right?
I mean, I've been
Sometimes,
running this. That Boston ad has been running since July.
yeah, yeah, right. So makes sense. Um, so test new ads, right? And see like, can I get this CPM lower than if this one's running at 5? You know it's bringing the right people, that ad, right?
Yeah,
But if it's running at 5, test ads until you can,
beat that.
get a $2 CPM or something, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, even still, if they're profitable, right?
yeah,
You know what I mean? So you can probably just still spend more, like you're definitely profitable. But yeah, you can also test new ads, and you totally should. Like,
yeah.
for the acquisition workshop, they're like, yeah, you should be testing 20 to 25 new ads a week. Like, that's how they think.
But I have this thing too. It's like don't change too many things at once, and I'm like, I feel like I'm kind of still tweaking some things and like our messaging, and then I mean, I'm not doing anything really different on the sales call. The sales calls they're so like I feel like they go really well. It's always like a financial thing. Like,
Mhm.
oh, it is like I do offer way more than a lot of running coaches, but like people out there are charging literally like $100 a month for what I basically like run coaching. Like they can go and find some random person and it's different because like obviously I mean it's so hard to like explain like
Yeah. So
I,
find a way to explain it. Because here's the thing. This is exactly what we talked about today on the YouTube call. This is coming up on sales calls repeatedly.
every
I'm
time.
willing to bet there's a way that you sometimes handle this on sales calls, right? So why not put that in a piece of content, right? On your Instagram or your YouTube. Did you see the thing I posted in the content channel recently?
No, I didn't. I maybe
Uh,
which one?
let me see. I think it's in the content channel. Would it have been in content? It was definitely in the sales channel. let's see. Content channel. This, how to objection handle with content. Did a call with someone last week. You see this?
No, I didn't.
Did a call with someone last week. She had a finance objection. On the call, I ended up explaining to her that the return you can get on a program like this is potentially so much bigger than leaving your money in the stock market. Kind of similar to what we just did, right? After the call, I was like, she had that hesitation. Other people are going to think the same way. Let me just take what I just told her to shift beliefs in this call and put it in a belief shifting piece of content, right? So this piece of content was me literally just breaking down, like, if you put $10,000 into the stock market, in 12 months, you're only going to profit like $1,000. But if you put 10 months into like 10 grand into a program, like you might, if you made 10K a month, you profited like 110,000. Like, would you rather 1,000 or 110,000? Like, you know what I mean? It's just like
a no-brainer.
Yeah, it's a no-brainer. But here's what's cool about this. Somebody who we did a call with 3 weeks ago sent me this, right? And he was like, hey, I saw this post about investing in yourself and the SME, whatever. And he was like, yeah, let's book a call. I'm ready to pay in full.
Right?
Right?
That's awesome.
So my point is, like, that's like part of the content thing.
Yeah.
It could be a YouTube video. It could be an Instagram video.
Yeah.
But you get my point, right? Like, there's things you can do with it. But I think, to summarize, because we're getting to the end of time here, it's just like, I think you totally know. Oh, is this not going to load for me? I have too many windows open sometimes.
That's okay.
It's got to be this one. The other one's just not working. But anyways, I think you know what you need to do. Like, number one is, like, I'm going to write this out for you. Number one is, because it's easy, Convo with Setter.
Yeah.
Right? RE touch points. I'll put TPs. And
stories.
Right?
Yeah.
And let me make this bigger. And then the second thing I would say, because I don't think, like, honestly, even at closing at 30%, sales isn't your problem, to be honest. I want you to close back at 60% again, but you're already making some changes. Like, I don't think that's the real constraint. I don't think you're constrained on delivery yet. But it's like, okay, how come we can't do these 100 touch points? You can do the story selling stuff. In terms of the ads, I would like test different ads. And then in terms of content, I'd probably work in some of the YouTube stuff, specifically trying to help you get those leads who might not be perfect, right, into better whatever, right?
Yeah.
But I think in terms of what to focus on, that's what I would do. I think that's what you need to do right now.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah.
Will do. I've already sent some messages to the Setter. And then, yeah, testing different ads. So should I just keep the ones that I have going and then just add? I mean, if I can afford to, like, spend more, I might just create a new completely ad, or should I pause these ones and give them a break? Like, I don't know.
I mean, I wouldn't, as a rule of thumb, I wouldn't turn off things that are like
working.
So yeah. I would probably leave what you've got that is like your bread and butter that you know has been working, even if it's getting a little bit more expensive. Because like, you don't want to just, like, you have something that's working, then you're gonna just be like, I'm gonna throw that in the garbage. Like,
no, yeah, because I was gonna say I did make, I don't know why, for whatever reason in February, I was like, oh, it was going up. The Boston ad was going from, like, I think it was like $5, and then it was going up to like $7, and I got nervous, and I was like, oh, I better turn it off, or like pause it and start something new. I feel like I should have just kept it on, because restarting it, I mean, now it's back to 5, so that's good, but I was just kind of like, I shouldn't have paused it. I feel like that was like, I just stopped it and started the new marathon ad, and I don't know why. I don't know. I should have asked maybe for some advice, but
well, I don't think you necessarily did the wrong thing. Like, if ad cost is going up sometimes, like if it gets all out of whack, sometimes I just delete the ad and reset it. You could
Okay.
also take that ad you already know works and test a different audience. Then you're not testing two things at the same time. Like really
Yeah.
that same ad that's already proven to work, that already brings you ideal clients, and just have a different audience.
So should I use like a totally different ad? Or do I, because the one that I have is like so simple. It's just like if you're this person, comment this, or and you want this, then comment this. Like it's so simple.
Yeah,
Um,
with DM ads though, you can test multiple things. Leave one running and then don't turn that off, right? Test another one with the same uh, ad, but just a different audience, and see which one's giving you a better CPM. And then test a different ad copy with the same audience as the original one, right? Because in
that's
one
what
you're
I would
testing,
do.
yeah, in one you're testing the audience, another one you're testing the creative,
Yeah, yeah,
right?
right. And that's kind of what I did. I've done basically Boston and Marathon. They're basically the same copy, just different audiences. And
Totally.
then a different keyword, just like this, everything's the same except for the keyword. DM
Yeah,
me the word Boston versus DM me the word marathon. Um,
100%.
so, so those are the same creative essentially. I just haven't tried a different copy. And
Yeah.
where do I go to get something different and like proven or something like here's good examples of DM ads that have worked or that I could basically replicate and make it for my own audience.
Mhm.
Um,
If you have something that's working, just replicate a version of yours.
the same, the same copy.
Test stuff. Like you can't break it. If
Okay.
you
I mean, I could just change. I mean, do a different audience. I could do well, an audience that I wanted to do was just like the world majors because that's another. That's Boston is one of the world majors.
yeah,
So like thinking like the Abbott world majors because people that want to do that have to travel to Tokyo, to London, to
exactly.
Berlin.
Do like the same type. Because think about it. Some people who are the same type of person. I actually need to run in like ASAP. But like
Okay.
uh, people who are in uh, like they're the same type of person. If you're like if you're well, maybe you even have more to invest if you're going to travel to Tokyo or something. But some people are doing the Boston. Some people are doing the other thing. You might hit a totally different avatar, like a totally different, same type of person, but like who don't have the ad fatigue yet because they didn't give a crap about the Boston Marathon. Like take that structure that totally works and just
Okay.
replicate it for a different thing.
That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Okay, cool. All right, thanks, Morgan. I know you gotta go, so appreciate you. And yeah, I'll keep you posted on how things go.
Definitely keep me posted. Also, side quest. I was just thinking about this. Um, Regarding YouTube content, do you care if I just take this and put it on YouTube?
Go for it. Go for it.
This has
Do
got
it.
to solve somebody's problem.
Yes.
How to figure out the constraint in your business so you can scale.
Yeah.
You know?
Awesome. Awesome. I love it. I love it.
Cool.
And then yeah, I love that. So use it.
I'm just doing what's that whole thing? I'm living out what we talked about. It's like we just gotta put the 3 a week.
Action.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, cool.
Keep me in the loop.
For sure. All right, have a great one.
You too. See ya. Bye. So hopefully that coaching call was super helpful. Again, you can kind of see at the end there, we didn't really plan on this being a YouTube video, but I hope it was helpful. I hope it shows you how to think through the constraints of your business strategically so that you can solve the right problem and ultimately grow as much as you can. And if you would like help with things like this, you know, the content, the ads, the DMs, sales, maybe building a team, scaling things up, ongoing coaching like you just saw, there's a link below this video. If you're open to having a conversation about it, around what that looks like to get some support, there's a link below this video and you can, you know, click that, find a time to chat. Yeah, we'd love to see if we can help you get where you're trying to go. So that's it. Lots of love, and I will see you in the next video.